What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and enjoy some popular Canadian TikToks. It is time once again to check in and see what the internet has to say and teach us about Canada. I'm actually always pretty pleasantly surprised with these TikToks. They are shockingly educational, and not just educational, but insightful. Like, they give a glimpse into Canadian culture that you really can't get anywhere else. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna see today with the popular Canadian TikToks. You never quite know what you're gonna get. So buckle in, let's take a look. So, starting with, tell me you're Canadian without telling me you're Canadian. Oh, okay.
Tell me you're Canadian without telling me you're Canadian. I'll go first.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Wow.
Tell me you're Canadian without telling me you're Canadian. I'll go
Okay,
first.
so this is what we're talking about. Okay. Oh, yes. You know, I don't know what to think about this. I feel like, do Canadians make a big deal out of taking your shoes off when entering a house? Americans, I don't know if this is a Canadian thing, but it's kind of an American thing too, I want to say. I think a lot of Americans take their shoes off when entering people's houses, but it's not totally unheard of for Americans to keep their shoes on. I might understand it if you go into someone's house in America, not in Canada. Apparently, according to this TikTok, it is forbidden in Canada, so I am making a mental note of that. Don't go stomping my muddy boots inside of a Canadian's house. Got it. But in America, like, I guess if it's hardwood flooring or if it's not carpet, some people don't really care. Some households, you grow up and you're not really taught to take your shoes off. I always thought that was a bit strange. I think you should take your shoes off when going into a house. If you're going inside any other building, you keep your shoes on. I assume that is the same in Canada, or I don't know what on earth is going on with the shoes, if that's not true. We all keep our shoes on in, like, buildings and restaurants and stuff, right? Right? But, yes, I guess this kind of makes sense. Canadians do seem to be more kind of understanding and empathetic in general, more respectful than Americans in general, so that extends to taking off shoes in a house. It's courtesy. Don't get dirt everywhere. I wish all Americans did that, but I can't promise that that's true. So that one actually made sense. All right, this TikTok, this giant iceberg just showed up in Canada. What?
This giant iceberg just showed up in Canada.
What? Huh?
The
What?
iceberg is estimated to be as large as London.
Okay, they also put, like, this kind of spooky music in the background of this TikTok on purpose to make me think this is even stranger than it is. Is this scary? This seems alarming. Why have I not heard about this? A giant iceberg? Where in Canada did this happen? And are there aliens involved?
Off the coast of Newfoundland, it was washed up overnight. It seems to have detached from a bigger iceberg near Greenland in the ocean and has been drifting freely ever since.
What? I can't believe I never heard about this, but I guess it just goes to show you, like, in America, we focus on American stuff. Like, we don't prioritize what's going on anywhere else in the world, for that matter. So at the same time, I'm not shocked, but I wish someone had told me about this iceberg, because this is alarming, astounding, kind of unbelievable. This is true, right?
But no one knows exactly where it comes from.
Huh?
The huge iceberg floats in the iceberg alley where the Titanic sank.
Oh. What did I just see?
This giant iceberg just showed up in Canada.
This is in Newfoundland, they said? Newfoundland. Iceberg just rolled up on the coast of Newfoundland? When did this happen? I guess it's not, like, unbelievable? Since Newfoundland is, like, kind of positioned where, you know, through that body of water, a giant iceberg can just roll up on you without you knowing. This is, I don't know. I don't even know what to think about that. That seems like too incredible to believe, but I think based on, hunks of ice breaking off of other places and drifting towards Canada and where Newfoundland is, this is possible, but that'd be pretty, freaky to wake up one day. There's an iceberg the size of London? Floating outside in the water. Wow. Thanks, TikTok. See, TikTok just keeps me up to date on all these really crucial, weird things going on. Only in Canada. Even when it is snow, even when it is winter. Sounds like a poem or something. Okay. Only in Canada. Oh, look at him! Canadians, can you explain this one to me? Can you explain this? Because this is... Okay. I have seen this before in other videos. This reference. Canadians in the cold, the freezing cold winter, dead of winter, walking around, kind of bundled up on the upper part of the body, and then shorts. Fascinating choice. Fascinating. This should be studied for generations to come. I mean, is he heading home from the gym? Is this just because Canadians want to maximize their mobility in the cold, and they have acclimated to where they don't feel anything in the legs? I don't get it. But this is a thing. See that woman walking by with her dog? She's bundled up. But this guy, what's he doing? How's he doing that? Is this against the law? Or maybe it's against the law to wear pants in Canada in the winter at this point. I don't know. You would never see this. Never see this in the United States. It's honestly pretty funny. I don't know why this is a thing, wearing shorts in the winter, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Wear shorts. Do it. All the little hairs on your legs are going to get frozen and stick out. I hope they do. Maybe that'll keep you warmer. Okay. How people enter buildings.
How people enter buildings.
All right. Yeah, true.
How Canadians enter buildings.
Okay. How Canadian.
Are you coming in here?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Take your time.
Oh wow, how wholesome. This isn't just Canada sometimes. Sometimes there's Americans, it's sad because it's Americans that are finding their inner Canadian, doing something kind of nice, holding the door open, but it's not nice. It's not. It's cruel. Making me run a 100-meter dash across the parking lot to you. I wonder how much this actually happens in Canada. Yep.
Take your time.
I mean, yeah, holding the door open for someone is kind. If they're right behind you, of course hold the door open, of course. But if they're really far away, don't make eye contact. It's okay. And maybe this is just a Tyler thing. If I am 100 meters away, heck, if I'm 20 meters away, if I'm 20 feet away, you don't need to hold the door open. It's okay. I'm gonna walk at a leisurely pace. I am not offended. And, I don't know. So I have a system. Maybe I'm just weird. I have a system where I kind of, from the corner of my eye, if they're really far away, I don't want to make them have to run, but I also don't want to make eye contact and have an awkward situation. I don't want them to feel like I feel bad for not doing it. Maybe I'm positive I've thought too deeply about whether I should hold doors open, but there's a limit to it. You do it to be kind when people are close, and you don't do it to be kind when people are far, because then they have to run. So there you go. I didn't know that would be the TikTok that would get me the most passionate so far, but there you go. Okay, what is the capital of Canada? For $10. Okay, so he's asking people. What is the capital of Canada? Oh, for $5. Okay.
For $5, what's the capital of Canada?
Alberta.
For $10, what's the capital of Canada?
Is it Toronto?
For $15, what's the capital of Canada?
Ontario.
Is this America? I don't know where he's asking this, but it can't be Canada. One of them said Alberta, right? One of them said, hold up. This can't be Canada.
What's the capital of Canada?
Ontario.
It's funny. This is America for sure. Because I used to be like this. Ontario sounds, it starts with an O. I'm not saying this is a great reasoning. Just to preface. Sounds like Ottawa a little. Starts with an O. We don't have much stuff here in America that starts with an O. So Ontario, Ottawa, we get confused easily. So I used to think Ontario, I didn't know if it was a province. I didn't know if it was a city or a town. I didn't know. So that's why you have a lot of these Americans naming provinces as capital cities. And I actually kind of understand why. And it all stems to I blame the education system. I'm taking no personal responsibility for this in true American fashion.
For $20, what's the capital of Canada?
Jeez, I'm gonna go with Quebec.
For 20.
I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting Quebec. I wasn't. That was like the last thing I was expecting. Quebec as the capital of Canada. Congrats, Quebec. Congrats on the promotion.
$5, what's the capital of Canada? Toronto. For $30,
Toronto.
what's the capital of Canada?
Toronto.
For
Oh, he said it very confidently as well. Also, the dollar amount's going up each time. If one American would just study a map or something. I'm not shocked a lot of Americans are saying Toronto. That is the number one city Americans know of in Canada. It's Toronto. That might be the only city a lot of Americans know of. So we kind of assume it's the capital or the most important or something, just because it's the one we hear. And it's kind of like if people outside of the U.S. thought New York City was our capital city, I would kind of get it, I guess. I'd understand.
$35, what's the capital of Canada?
It's Ontario.
For $40,
Ontario.
what's the capital of Canada?
I have no idea.
For 45.
At least he's honest. He's a lot of them shoot their shot, and he's just like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
$5, what's the capital of Canada?
Toronto.
For $50, what's the capital of Canada?
Miami.
$55.
He's trolling. Please be trolling, buddy. Okay.
What's the capital of Canada?
Oh no, don't ask me.
For $60, what is the capital of Canada?
Ontario.
There's a lot of Ontarios. I'm a little surprised at how many Ontarios. Almost more Ontarios than Torontos. But I can remember a time where I thought Ontario was a city. So I feel like it'd be hard for Canadians to understand. It'd be like if people were saying Florida was the capital of the United States. I'd probably be like, huh? And it's like, no, we're not that dumb. Just kinda.
For $65, what's the capital of Canada? For $65, what's the capital of Canada?
There is no capital of Canada.
For $70.
That's worse than That's worse than I don't know. That might even be worse than guessing wrong. Is saying there is none. Like, okay, you don't. That's too much. That's quite a claim.
$70, what's the capital of Canada?
Ottawa.
Yeah. Wow, that guy had to ask like 20 people. 20 Americans. I assume they're Americans. Before getting an answer. I'm a little surprised. That actually gives me a good gauge for like American knowledge on Canada. It never ceases to amaze me how little Americans know about Canada, honestly. Do Canadians know the capital of the United States very much? I wonder. Like the reverse. Anyway. Just trying to make myself feel a little better about our performance there. Next we have Americans in Canada. Oh, here we go.
Here you go. You're welcome, man.
Oh, I didn't say thank you.
Yeah, this is American behavior. Oh my gosh. Let me turn it up a little bit. Oh, he gave him some chips.
You're welcome, man.
Oh, I didn't say thank you.
To say that, that's funny. Now, what they're getting at here is how in America, we're not as, like, polite, for lack of a better word. when people give you things, you might say thanks, or if you know them really, really well, you might not say anything. It wouldn't shock me. Our threshold for what is polite behavior is so much lower, I've realized. Whereas in Canada, it'd be pretty rude to get something and not say thank you. But in America, it's not crazy. You should say thank you. Like, don't get me wrong, you should do it. But it's not like, you might just nod your head or make a noise like, thanks. Like, very, very, it's much less, I guess.
This is a weird looking Dorito.
The ketchup chip, bud.
Ketchup on chips? Why?
That's me. That is me, exactly. Literally. Why is that such a popular flavor in Canada? Because of all of the things Canadian, ketchup isn't associated with Canada as far as I know. Like, do Canadians douse their French fries in ketchup? Why the ketchup flavored chips? Like, I've always wondered that. I know one answer is, 'cause they taste good. Do you need any more explanation? But it's, why ketchup flavored chips in the first place? Why even do that? I guess, I don't know. I'm kind of empathizing with this rude American guy. All right, next we have your point of view. You're entering Canada. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Canada. Unaffordable housing is right this way.
Oh boy.
Hello, welcome to Canada. Inflation's at an all-time high. Yep.
I mean, this reminds me of the United States right now. What, no affordable housing, did he say? Unaffordable housing, inflation all-time high. Yeah, I mean, I know Canada has been facing these issues, especially with the housing prices, right? I learned about those recently. It's wild. Like, probably more wild than the United States, actually. And inflation, yep. Okay.
Welcome to Canada. Inflation's at an all-time high. Yep, shawarma plates are like $20. Yeah, I know. Yep.
Shawarma?
Hello, welcome to Canada. Average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment is $2,700.
Wow.
Nothing's available. Good luck. Yeah, keep going. Hello, welcome to Canada. Our news is censored now. No one really understands fully what that means. It all happened really quick. Yeah.
Is this the Facebook thing? I know that Canadian news it's not showing on Facebook because Facebook doesn't want to pay independent Canadian journalists money, I think. I was really alarmed by this. I actually went out of my way to learn about that. Yeah, if that's what he's talking about.
Hi, welcome to Canada. Oh, refugee? Yeah. Here's your blanket and Walmart gift card. Thanks. Have a good one. Yeah.
Probably better than they would be treated in the US, to be fair.
Hello, welcome to Canada. Oh, you're Canadian. Welcome back. Things feel different now.
Wow.
You'll see.
Okay. That's an interesting one. I like having a TikTok in there that shows some different points of view, even if it's a little political or what have you, or controversial. Good to have that in there, just so I can see that side of Canada as well. Man, my family has been saving money in this jar for 4 years. Okay.
My family has been saving money in this jar for 4 years.
Wow. Oh, I gotta say, it's really cool that Canadians have coins, dollar coins and $2 coins, loonies and toonies. For exactly that, I used to wonder when I first learned Canadians had coins for $2 and $1. I was like, do Canadians carry around like a sack of coins, like a pirate or something? That's kind of neat, and also kind of inconvenient. And lo and behold, not just that, you can put it in a big jar as well.
Times are hard. Let's break it open.
Oh, time to break it open. Man, I'm going to turn this down a little. How much money is in here? If those are all $1 or $2, oh my God, this is a ton of money. Thousands. Break it open. Oh, it's very satisfying to see a bunch of coins spilling out, I have to say. And each coin is worth a lot of money. In America, this would be like $12 because it'd be a bunch of pennies and a bunch of nickels and dimes. These are all $1 or more. I think. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's thousands of dollars, I think. Are they gonna count it? How much is it? Please! No, how much? Tell me. I bet you could weigh it and find out based on the weight of one loonie or toonie. Or maybe not because they're mixed up. Does Canada have those Coinstar things or those kiosks you can dump all your coins into and it like a machine and it counts it and gives you bills? Do you have that? That would really come in clutch right about now for them. All right. Non-Canadians hearing a Canadian conversation. Okay. Non-Canadians, like me, hearing a Canadian conversation, all right?
I mean, that was just, like, absolutely ridiculous, right? I know. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, oh, shoot, sorry, 1 second, I gotta take this. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Buddy.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure, yeah. No, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
This is... Do Canadians talk like this? This is not an American... This is not a stereotype Americans have of Canadians. Canadians saying, yeah, sure, for... No, yeah, sure? Is this common?
Yeah, no.
She's confused.
No, yeah, no. Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would need like a translation. I don't know if this is a yes or a no. Do you want to come out tonight? Yeah, yes, no, yes for sure.
No, yeah, for sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, it was good catching up with you too, buddy, yeah. Yeah, we gotta talk again, all right? All right, no, yeah. Okay, goodbye. Bye.
Wow.
Bye.
No, yeah.
Sorry about that. Where were we?
And the sorry.
How was that a conversation?
Wow. I didn't know that about Canadians. I didn't know, like, do Canadians notice that? That's a common, like, pattern of speech or phrase? To be like, oh, yeah, no, for sure, yeah. Like, basically saying yes over and over in different ways, but also throwing some no's in. What's the purpose of that? I'm trying to really analyze it. No idea. Maybe it kind of comes off as more friendly in a way. If you're like, yeah, no, yeah, for sure. It is kind of like friendly. It's not harsh. It's not like, no, or yes, I'll be there. You know, it's interesting. I didn't know about that. Canadians calling out Loblaw for underfilling the chips.
Loblaw has started an investigation after a viral TikTok showed a whopping disparity between the advertised weight and the actual weight of a bag of chips.
Good. Yes. This is a huge problem in the United States, too. You open a chip bag, and it's literally 50% air or more. 60% air. They should not be allowed to do that. And they purposefully puff it up full of air like a pillow. And you think the bag is filled. Not anymore. I lost my faith in the bag being full long ago. But I'm glad, like in true American fashion, let's sue over this. Let's sue. Let's get some money for the bags not being filled. And it says on the bag, oh, this is over the weight as well. Oh, that's a big distinction. Because they have to have the actual weight that they claim on the bag.
The advertised net weight labeling on a no-name bag is 200 grams, but TikToker and unofficial investigative journalist Scrunchy Queen discovered that the bag actually weighed closer to 100 grams.
Wow,
unlike
half as much.
This bag of chips, the TikTok comments are packed, and many people think the Canadian Food Inspection Agency should step up and issue a fine.
Oh, definitely. Definitely this should be a fine or something. That's literally lying. That should be against the law. Yeah. Wow. Real Canadian investigative journalism at its finest. You love to see it. Okay. Canadian things Americans think are weird. That's right. Weird, you weirdos. Weird Canadian things.
Canadian things Americans think are weird, part 4. Yes, our milk does come in bags. Typically, it's 3 bags within one larger bag. You can still get cartons.
3 bags in the bag? I didn't know about that. Bagception. Now, of course, there couldn't be a TikTok compilation that didn't have the Canadian bagged milk that everyone loves to bring up. It is very unique. I heard it's not even everywhere in Canada. Only some Canadians even grow up with bagged milk. But it is very unique and strange. I didn't know you had bags within the bag. That's new information.
And some people will do this, but it's way more popular for people to drink it out of these bags. I cannot tell you the amount of times I have cut the hole for those bags too big and the milk's gone all over the countertop.
This is why Americans can't do bagged milk. There's skill involved in milk. No. Like, you have to cut a hole in the bag in the right spot. Not too big, not too small. You want, like, a decent flow rate. You don't want to be sitting all day waiting for your milk to come out of a tiny little hole. So, this is way too much for Americans.
Also, we put it in these pitchers, and that's how we store it in the fridge.
Right, in the pitcher. I didn't know that for a long time. I thought you picked the bag up and it was like jiggling around in your arms, and you're like trying to pour it, and then it's becoming less full, and you're like, it's just, I was like, wow, respect. But no, you just put it in a big cup? Pitcher. That's the word I'm thinking of. You put it in a pitcher. Much more sense. If no one told me that, I'd be the one guy at the bagged milk convention holding the bag. And everyone just be like, man, get a grip, man. And I can't. I literally can't get a grip. It's jiggly. And yeah. Okay. How Canada is weird. And definitely not America. Okay, so again, another American versus Canada culture shock thing. I enjoy these because it's very relatable for me. How Canada is weird and not America. Okay.
This is my first time in Canada, and these are the things that I was most taken aback by after being here for 24 hours.
Okay.
Ketchup, popcorn seasoning. I'm a huge fan of popcorn seasoning, but this is just weird. Super straight.
Ketchup, popcorn seasoning. Again. I say it again. What is the obsession with ketchup? I'm starting to think that is a Canadian thing. Ketchup flavor. Ketchup flavored stuff. There's popcorn seasoning for ketchup flavored. What a bizarre... And does it taste a lot like ketchup, or is it like artificial ketchup taste? Like, a lot of chips in the United States is barbecue flavored. And it's kind of not really like barbecue chicken. It's like fake barbecue, and it's kind of good in a way, because it's kind of artificial flavored. Maybe the ketchup? I don't know. I don't know what to think about all this.
Just weird. Super strange flavor of chips, but I actually like them.
The all-dressed. This is, yes, I know of the all-dressed chips. It's funny because the packaging, the name, all-dressed, doesn't tell you anything about what the flavor is. What's the flavor? All-dressed? What does that mean? Every flavor? Ever? What would that taste? What would every flavor at once taste like?
Like them. The bathrooms everywhere are labeled as washroom.
Wow. That's like fancy? That's because we call it bathrooms in the United States. They're actually labeled washrooms in Canada. Washroom. That makes it sound like it's in a gym or something, or fancy. Washroom. I'm going to the washroom to wash up. It's like, no. I'm going to the bathroom to get in the bath. And it's like, well, you go into bathrooms not just to take a bath, though. So maybe our word isn't that great. You go in to use the toilet, usually. It should be the toilet room. It should be, I'm going to the toilet room. I am going to expel waste from my body room. I don't know. Is there any way we can just all agree on the perfect definition? Washroom. Well, maybe there's a lot of washing. There's a lot of washing going on in the room. Okay.
A coffee and chocolate candy bar. Say less. This
coffee crisp. Interesting. Coffee flavored. In America, we really don't have coffee flavored candy. It looks very airy. It's probably good.
thing is amazing. The nutrition facts, if not the product name itself, is in both English and French. Here you can see it on the almond and oat milk.
Yes, the English and French. That's crazy. Not like in a bad way. I just mean like that's kind of unbelievable. Because it's it's English and French on everything, right? Yeah, it's on this box. Wow. That is it's really cool. The bilingualism. Yeah, that's very different.
On the almond and oat milk. It's like my favorite flavor of nut butter in the US, and they have a protein RX bar of
Nut butter, vanilla almond. I don't have the nut butter or the vanilla almond, so I don't know anything about that.
this flavor. It was delicious. They call Cheetos Puffs puff soufflés. You have to enter your hotel card.
What? What do you mean? No, that's the French, right? Cheetos. They call Cheetos puff soufflés. Yeah. Canadians, it's not... She just said that there's French and English on everything, and then says that they're called puff soufflés. That's just the French. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. No Cheetos in Canada. I'd actually think it was funny and entertaining more if they were called puff soufflés.
Puff soufflés. You have to enter your hotel card to get the lights and air conditioning to work. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure this out. They had tampons in the women's restroom. And then this German Haribo candy. These, I have no clue what they are, but I tried them and I love them, so I bought a package. These are gummies. Haven't tried them yet.
German candy. Is there this German gummy candy in Canada? That's kind of random. But yeah, it looks good. That's very random. I don't even know what to say about that. There's this good German candy that you can get in Canada, but it's German. Cool. Fair enough. And there you have it. The popular Canadian TikToks for today. I always really, really enjoy these. And again, they teach me a lot of random stuff, but they're pretty surprisingly educational and always entertaining and fun. So I enjoyed these quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.